heard about the Daikon incident.
Wait, what's the Daikon incident?
Okay, so it was after the whole karaoke thing, right?
Yeah.
So we had the room till about originally we had the room till about 11 p.m. But once 11 p.m. hit, we were all still going really hard because we're all shit-faced. So somebody called up the room and like convinced them to give us the room till 12 instead.
Okay.
But then after 12, we had to go back to our rooms. By the time we all went back to our rooms, we were very, very drunk. I think it was Kai and a couple of other people, staff, were like, oh, let's go do a combini run. So they went down to the combini to buy what I thought was drinks because I stayed in the room. Instead, Corey, one of the staff members, came back holding the biggest daikon that I've ever seen in my life. Like daikon is radish, by the way. This white radish that was probably about this long and about this thick, really thick mama. And he just walked into the room just holding it like a baseball bat.
What?
And I was like, Corey, did you get my drinks? And he was like, oh, no, but I got you this daikon. and he just gave me this massive daikon. I'm like,
bro, you can't do shit with the daikon.
And I'm like, Corey, what do you want me to do with this? And he was like, it was really cheap. I was like, I don't care. You didn't get me my drinks. So we were just drinking, hanging out. I was sharing a room with Manu O'Hara.
Yeah.
And you know, they were in the background with Dietus playing Magic. And Corey said, all right, well, we got to do something about this daikon. I'm not taking it back to my room. And I'm like, well, I'm not. All right, well, you bought it.
Man buys a daikon and refuses to take it home.
I'm like, you bought it.
Oh my God.
So what am I going to do with it? And then Jordan, one of our new staff members, was just like, oh, you know what would be really funny? And he grabbed the daikon and he slipped it underneath O'Hara's pillow. Because we all had futons.
This is the most like boys trip kind of like
stories. Yeah, girls are like, I bet he's cheating on me. Boys are like, I bought a daikon.
What do we do with the daikon?
The almighty daikon. So he slipped it under Manu's pillow without him realizing. And then we took bets. We were like, let's see how long it takes for him to notice that there's a giant fucking daikon under his pillow. Woke up the next morning. Man hadn't noticed at all until I told him about it. I was like, you should flip over your pillow. And he flipped it over the next morning and he was like, the fuck is this?
So he slept on a radish the whole night?
He slept on a radish the whole night. And then he dead ass looked me in the eyes and he went, oh, that's why my pillow was rolling around all night.
Ain't no way.
He like legitimately did it. But I think, but then I was like, was it not uncomfortable? And you know, because you'd notice if you were sleeping on a massive daikon,
I was sleeping on a goddamn radish.
And Mano, unironically, he was just like, oh no, like I actually really liked the pillow height. Like it was actually
Bro's gonna go home and be like, babe, I gotta sleep with the radish.
I can't get to sleep without my radish.
Babe, I just discovered this thing. Just hear me out, okay?
TikTok life hack.
Japan life hacks. Sleep with a radish under your pillow.
It is customary to sleep with a radish in Japan.
This sounds like the Japanese equivalent of, you know, like British and Aussie pissheads when they come home with like a traffic cone or something.
Yeah.
In Japan, you just come back with a massive radish.
Come back with a 50 yen daikon.
But